Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Collectively Fearless with yours truly, Matt. And today we're going to talk about a couple things today. Sorry about the shitty introduction, but first, got to give a quick plug to Urban Boulevard, my sponsor, guys. If you haven't checked them out yet, they're a clothing company. I'll link their website below for you to go check out. But they got a lot of cool designs. I got one of their t-shirts a few weeks ago. It's cool, it's snug, it's comfortable, and it's really cool looking. I've probably showed you guys before, but if you go on their website right now and you see anything on there that you think is really dope, or maybe you want to purchase something that's similar to what I have right now, make sure that you apply my promo code Maddie25 to get 25% off your purchase. So go there, apply my promo code. You won't be sorry. Now let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna dedicate this episode entirely to goal setting, because we all have different goals, right? We all have different things that we want to do, and we're all just wired differently. We all have different, different habits, different skill sets, different abilities, and different idiosyncrasies. Everybody's got shit to work on. Everybody has really weird shit that's going. I mean, everybody does, right? But when it comes to goal setting, it's one thing to dream it up, right, and say, I'm going to do this. Tomorrow I'm going to get started, and by April I'll have this finish, and I'll be good to go. It's one thing to think, and it's one thing to dream, right? And trust me, if there's anybody that knows how to dream, it's me. But are you willing to put the effort in? Are you willing to put the work in? And are you willing to put the work in no matter what it is that you have to do? Because we all look at where we want to be, right? Like let's say we want to be at the top of the mountain, right? It always feels good when you're at the high peak of the mountain and you can look over, all the trees, all the city, all the ocean, and feel like you're on top of the world, right? Like you're Jack, Titanic, on top of the world, but then you look at then you look at all the branches and and all the all these big bulging rocks that you have to tread through, and when you really get close to that mountain, right, and you see how high it is, it can not only make you not want to do it, but it can also scare the shit out of you. Like, oh man, I don't know if I can do this. But guys, putting ourselves through hardship and through difficulties, things that we wouldn't normally do on our normal day-to-day life, or things that we never would have thought we would be able to do, right? Or things that we thought we'd never be able to accomplish. There's something about immersing yourself into strife and hardships that I think really can strengthen and mold you into the person that you want to be. And I'm going to talk about 75 Hard probably more often than not, because that's the program that I'm on right now. It's Andy Frisella's program. And Andy Frisella, if you ever watch some of my content in the future, maybe you saw the one that I tagged her name in, but the reason that I did that was because I don't, that's my mom calling. I'll call her later. The reason that I did that was so that I could avoid any lawsuits or anything like that. So that's why I tagged her name in there, just so you know. I'm not saying that you would ever do that, but you would probably do that just on principle, and understandably so. So just FYI, that's why I tagged her name in there. But moving forward here, I'm doing 75 Hard right now, and I'm going into my I'm just about ready to wrap up my second week, which is really dope. I never thought I'd make it this far. No cheat days, workout twice a day, cold showers every day, all that stuff. Like like it's honestly something that I never thought like I'd be able to do. Something that like I never thought was possible. Like I couldn't even imagine like not having one cheat day, let alone like giving up 2 cheat days a week, which is, by the way, I never mentioned this to you guys before, but I used to have 2 cheat days a week before I started 75 hard, which isn't a good thing. It'll make you fat. And I know 2 cheat days might not sound like an entirely big deal, but like you got to think 2 cheat days can turn into 3 cheat days, 4 cheat days, 5 cheat days, and before you know it, you're eating pizza the whole week, and you get fat doing that, right? I know I sound like Greg Kinnear in Little Miss Sunshine. Honey, you probably shouldn't eat any ice cream, because it has a lot of fat in it. You don't want to get fat, right? you know if you immerse yourself in strife and difficulty, it's very beneficial. It feels very rewarding, and yeah, it may sound like something that you don't want to do. It may sound like might sound like a pain in the ass, or like it just seems impossible. But the minute you start, believe me, the hardest part about it is I think when you start. Actually, I take that back. When I started 75 hard, I kind of started to get like a little bit of an ego, right? Like, oh, I just have to do all of this and avoid eating this. Like, cool, like easy, right? Eat easy as pie. But I'll be honest with you guys. Like, I'm not even 2 weeks in, and I'm already getting withdrawals from junk food. I'm already getting like bouts of depression. Getting kind of mood swingy, and getting anxiety out of nowhere, and getting kind of getting a little bit paranoid because of my anxiety. And like I literally thought like 3 or 4 times about just throwing in the towel and just like giving up completely. But to be honest with you guys, like as I'm going through this, and like as I'm getting older and getting a little bit more mature, I really like that headspace. I really like having temptations and having like and having like withdrawals. Like, guys, I know we've all heard this about junk food withdrawals, right? Like kind of like drug addicts, or people addicted to alcohol. They go without it for weeks or months, and they start to get withdrawals, right? Well, junk food withdrawal it's a real thing, and that's what I've been getting over the course of the last few days. I think right now it's kind of starting to wane off. I think my body's starting to adapt to what I've been putting it through, which is a good thing. But we'll see how it goes. I still have another 8 weeks left, and it like guys, whenever I say I have like 60 something days left, or eight more weeks left of this, it doesn't mean that when I'm finished that I'm going to go back to my normal 2 cheat days a week, because that's never going to happen. I'll probably allow myself 1 cheat day a week, one cheat meal a week, rather. And if even that, I think by that point, my body has already gotten so used to being put through hardship, and being molded, and being and getting healthier, and shedding weight and shedding body fat, that I'm not going to want to do that anymore. It's so you have to, while you might have certain goals and aspirations, maybe you have a dream. Maybe there are certain things that you want to do, that you want to be able to do and scratch it off your bucket list, right? But you have to embrace hardship. You have to embrace trials, because that's why so many people are so depressed and so miserable. It's because they're especially over the last decade, people are just not putting themselves through enough obstacles or through enough pain or hardships. And the result of that is what we see all around us. You know, depression has never been higher, anxiety is through the roof, and people are just unhappy, you know. And you know, well, shocker, it's because you're not treating your body right. It's because you're not giving your body what it actually needs. But most people think that what their body actually needs is a bunch of carbohydrates, you know, which I'm not against. I have to get my carbs through fruit still. You know, I have to have energy throughout the day. But like, you know, eating donuts and you know, fast food, you know, most people are conditioned now to think that that's normal. That's a normal way to live your life and to live a happy life. When it's actually the opposite of that, right? I mean, think about when you go through a McDonald's drive-through, right, and you order like 3 McDoubles, a medium fry, and a Dr. Pepper, right? It might feel good in the moment, like while you're eating the food, right? But then you know, especially as you get older, you start to feel like shit afterwards. Like you start to feel like, oh, god damn, you know, and feel like super depressed and mood swinging, and it's because your body is not ingesting the proper nutrients that it needs. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to make a quick video about, I think I'm going to talk about goal setting more in a couple days, but I'm going to dedicate this episode mostly to voluntarily putting yourselves through hardships, because I think that's the only way that people can find true happiness and get to really dive into themselves more and get to really know who they are, and get to live out the best versions of themselves that they can be. So anyway, guys, that's it for me today. I'm at 12 minutes now. So much for trying to keep it short, but if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you subscribe to me on YouTube, Collectively Fearless, to get more videos, to get more daily videos. My Instagram handle is itsmatty_ice, and share this content with your friends and your family. Again, I always got to finish these videos off with the 2 most important things. One, go to my sponsors, see if there's anything on there that any clothes that you want to buy that you think is really dope. Apply my promo code and you know, get your shit from Urban Boulevard. Second thing is share my content. Share this with your friends and your family whom might really need to hear this, whom might find this beneficial and could really help improve their lives for the better. So anyway, guys, that's all I have for you. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you again very, very soon.